Hello Reena, Krishna, Gauri, Harshal, Niyati, Shivaluddin, Vishal, Divya, Kunal, Swarna, Supriya, Nikita. Am I completely audible? Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Let me ask some question because I'm going to write something onto the screen, and you have to just answer that poll question. Let me know about this, and so that we can continue. Guys, did you practice at home regarding with the whatever assignment which we have provided earlier yesterday? So guys, I'm going to share the whiteboard screen, and on that I'm going to write something, and let me know that whether it's completely visible. Yeah, okay. So hello everyone sitting out over there. Let me have some necessary settings. So hope everyone have made certain settings. If you have logged in through the mobile phone, make sure that you have made a full screen, as well as make sure that you have please do hide the user section so that the entire screen will be visible. Let me thing onto the screen and let me know, because I am going to ask you one question, poll question. So let me know whether it's visible. Welcome to Wikinote, guys. We are into the course of digital of microcontrollers, or I would say world of microcontrollers. So let me ask the poll question. The poll question is in front of you. Am I audible and is screen visible? The poll question will be in front of you for next 20 seconds. So let me know, guys. Do vote for this. Am I audible and is screen visible? I have written welcome to Wikinote. You have to just give a vote. Okay. Okay. Great. So there is no issue. If anyone is finding any issue related with voice break or a poor visibility of the screen, then that might be an internet connectivity issue from his or her end. Okay. Good evening, everyone. So you might have practiced yesterday's session, which guys, did you get an email from YouTube? Did you get an email from YouTube? We have seen the recordings of yesterday's session via YouTube. It is present in your mail inbox. Okay, thank you, Divya, Shibiluddin. So it's the video is of 1 hour 25 minutes. So you can practice that video. And today I will send the text document in which you have the links to download the Protiset and everyone. Pragati, sir, I tried to build the program, but it shows assembler not found. Same issue was happened with one more student. I think she is Reena. So I will go through that issue. Okay, don't worry about that. But I will provide you. Yeah, Reena. So that might be the case that you the software which you have installed MID51 might not got correctly installed, properly installed, I would say. Yeah. Okay. So guys, today let's focus on LCD interfacing. Don't worry about that. You anytime you can install any software, and you do have our recordings with you. You know all the entire procedure, how to execute the code and all. Okay. And if then also if you find it difficult to run or execute the code, then I am always there to help you guys. Don't worry. Okay. Right now just try to digest the thing, try to indulge the thing, so that you will come to know about the programming, its environment. Okay, don't worry, don't get panic within this short time. Okay, just try to learn new things. and after that you can practice that with the help of my recorded video. So today we'll focus on LCD interfacing. Will that be fine? Where can I see the records? Sri Vallabh Sharma, we have sent an email to your registered mail ID which is on Wikinote. So you might have got a video link. That's a private video, and that link you must have got in your mail inbox. Okay, Ramesh, did you get that email? Ramesh, Srivallabh, do check once. You will get the link of the video, recorded video, yesterday's session. Today also, today's session video will be mailed. Yeah, you haven't checked? Please go through your mail inbox. इंडिया में ऐसा होता है कि भाई मेल भेजा ना तो फोन करके बताना पड़ता है मेल भेजा है, चेक करके देख. Am I correct, Ramesh? Sri Vallabh, is that the case? Yeah. Yeah, it's reality, guys. That we have to call that next person that bhai, do check your mail inbox. I have sent you an email. So do regularly check your mail inbox, and please do check. Yeah, okay, fine. So guys, will not waste more now. Somebody is asking, I saw it, sir, but I thought it was a link to join. No, it wasn't. It is, you must have got an email from YouTube. Everyone out there, you must have got an email from YouTube. If not, let us know. We will send you the link of yesterday's recorded session. And guys, keep in mind, this is a private video. Even if you forward this video link to your friends, then also those students are not able to watch that video. Keep in mind. You can try at once, and let's see that magic. Okay, so let's focus here. First of all, let me go with the whiteboard screen. Now I would like to tell you some LCD basic, LCD programming and all. Okay, yeah, got it, sir. So let's today focus on LCD. So yesterday we have seen about 8051. Today we'll focus upon LCD programming. Okay, the LCD which we are going to use is 16:2 LCD. So let's have a structure of LCD first. So let me make sure that you should know the structure of LCD. Guys, make sure that LCD structure should be proper. Why I'm asking you to draw this proper lines, it has its own meaning. Okay, so we do have 8 data lines with us, 6, 7 and 8. We do have 3 control lines with us. So I would like to draw these 3 control lines over here. Okay, and we do have 3 lines which are used for VCC power supply requirement. So let me have those lines over here. So guys, this is a structure of 16:2 LCD. In order to program the 16:2 LCD, one should know the structure of that LCD. So let's focus here. It has 8 data lines. Data lines are called designated in this fashion: D0, D1, D2 till D7. So like this, we do have 8 data lines with us, 8 data lines, and we do have 3 control lines with us, guys. So 3 control lines are: one is register select, one is read write, and third one is enable. Here you will find out the 3 pins. One is VCC plus VCC, then we do have a minus VE, and then we do have a ground. Okay, so this is called as VSS, this is called as minus VEE, and this is plus VCC. Nowadays in the recent LCDs, there are 2 more connection. One is called as LED plus, and the another one is LED minus. Okay, this you will find out in recent nowadays LEDs. You will find out these 2 more connections as well. So guys, this is the structure of LCD. These 8 lines are called as data lines. These 3 lines are called as control line in order to control the LCD, and these 3 lines are called as power supply lines. Okay, so hope you are getting the idea, power supply lines. And this LCD structure, Guys, let me know, those who have joined the session right now, let me know, is it visible properly? And are you getting the idea of LCD now? How many pins do that LCD have? Control lines, data lines. Okay. Please reply, guys. Everyone, I'm waiting for your reply. You have 1 second, 1 minute. You can tell me if you are having any doubt. Yash, are you there? Yash was asking some questions yesterday. Kunal, did you get there? How about backlight anode and cathode? Yeah, this is backlight LED and cathode. Backlit anode and cathode. LED plus and LED minus. So this is plus means anode and minus means cathode. So this should be connected to ground and this should be connected to VCC. That's it. Gauri, yes. What is your question? What is this 16? I didn't get. What is your question? 16. Okay. So shall we focus? Yeah, I'm going to get back to that 16, Gauri. Don't worry. Why this 16? 16 pins there. Okay, no, 16 by 2 LCD doesn't mean that it has 16 pins. It doesn't mean like that. 8 plus 3 are 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. Yes, there are 16 pins, no doubt, but this 16 by 2 doesn't indicate anything related with the pins, number of pins. This 16 is nothing but this 2 indicates number of rows. This indicates number of rows and this 16 indicates number of columns. Number of columns. So how many characters one can display onto the LCD? Okay. So that's the significance, guys. Let me go with the help of red color and I would like to draw, see, internal structure is like this. So we do have, guys, 16 columns with us. So I would like to draw the 16 columns, 3, then 4, then 5. Guys, hope you are understanding this. 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12, then 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16. Okay. So guys, there are 2 rows. Can you see? This is going to be your row 1. Sorry, not row 1. I will call it as row 0, first row, and this as a row row 1. So this is first row and this is second row, guys. So we do have 2 rows and we do have 16 columns with us. So this is column number, suppose 0, and this is going to be your column number 15. Okay, getting? So suppose I want to display the word. Let me erase this. Do we have that eraser with me? Okay, I don't think I can erase this. Okay, there is only option for clearing all. Okay, guys, make sure that here it has its own address, memory address. So memory address is, it starts with 80H, then followed by 81H, 82H, and then keep on till 8FH. Okay, here it starts with C0H and it ends with CFH. Okay, so this is the memory address. Suppose I want to display something. I want to display the word. Let's focus here. I want to display the word Wikinode. Suppose from 82H. So W will be displayed at 82H location. I will be displayed at 83H. Then K, then I, then N, then O, T, E. So Wikinode will be displayed in this fashion, guys. ठीक है? Sorry for the Hindi. 82H, 83H, 84H. So this memory address will go on incrementing. So likewise, how many characters can be displayed on each row? My question, guys, I'm asking you question. How many characters we can display on each single row? Gauri? 16. Yes, very good, guys. Very good. Harshal, we can display 16 characters. Yeah. Yeah, Ame, we can display, yeah, we can display 16 characters on each row. Starting address of first row, first column is 80H, while end address of first row, first column is 8FH. ठीक है? Why? Sorry again for the Hindi. While it's like this, Yesterday, I asked you to draw a table, guys. Do you remember that hexadecimal number is represented by, from 10 onwards, it is represented by A to F, like that. So this is just a uh, structure of LCD, 16 by 2 LCD. Hope you have understood. Suppose I want to display the word like this, Wikinote. Again, suppose I want to display only the word happy. Okay. So what will be the starting address of this H? Guys, can you calculate the starting address of this H? C0H is the starting address of second row first, C1, then C2, C3. Very good, Reena. C3H will be the starting address of this H. So likewise, it is not CEH, C3H. Shibiluddin, it's C3H. Okay. So let's focus onto the next point, guys. You should know about some basic commands. LCD works and LCD has internal registers. Internal registers. I would like to call it as internal registers of LCD. Okay. So LCD has two registers. One register is called as command register. Guys, keep in mind, register means what is this here? Register is a memory element, not your current limiting register. Command register, and then you do have a data register with you, data register. But how to select these two registers, internal registers? So for that, you have the control pin, and name of that control pin is RS. If the RS pin status is 0, means if it is connected to ground, then internal command register of LCD will be same. If the status of RS pin is equal to 1 or if it is high, then data register of LCD is selected. Did you get the meaning of RS pin, guys? It's a bit faster, but you should have to cope up with the speed because we have to repeat it. Okay. Shivallabh, LCD, this LCD 16 by 2 LCD has two internal registers. One first register is command register, and the second register is called as data register. Role of data register is to receive data to the LCD. Role of command register is to receive command to the LCD. So the data which is coming towards the LCD, see, the data which is arriving, the data will arrive through which pins? It will arrive through data lines. And the incoming data, it may be a command or it may be a data which is given for the display. That's it. But in order to categorize about the data, whether the incoming data is a command or whether it is a data, that you have to focus, that you have to help of the status of RS pin. And where is that RS pin? Guys, see here that RS pin is there. Shivallabh, understood the part? Did you understood? Okay, great. Anybody having doubt? So what are the different commands? Guys, see, I have cleared your doubt that there are some commands on which LCD operates. So you have to just focus on those commands. I would like to tell you some commands over here. 0x38, or you can write it as a 38H. Okay. Second, then 0x01, then clear display screen, 0x0E. Okay, then 0x06, then fifth one 0x06, and the starting address 80H. Now see, guys, only this much commands are more than enough for you people. So why I have written is as 0x38. So X here indicates this 0x. It indicates this is a hexadecimal value. What does it indicate? Hexadecimal value, and we are going to use hexadecimal value. So 38H means we are selecting 16 by 2 LCD and 5 by 7 matrix. Okay. So this is in the standard data sheet of LCD. 0x01 the command meaning is clear display screen. Display screen, clear display screen. 0x0E, it means force cursor onto the first row, first position, and a cursor blinking. Okay, cursor blinking. I would like to write here display on, cursor blinking, display on. Okay, 06. How to send these commands, I will let you know through the program. Don't worry, just these 5 necessary commands you should know. Increment cursor and shift right. Increment cursor and shift right. Shift right. Okay, so once it start incrementing, it will display. Then 80, 0x80, 80h is the address of, yes, can anybody tell me 80h is the address of, 80h is whose address, who is having 80h as the address? First row. Gauri, it's not only first row, it's first row, first position. Yes, very good, Pragati. First row, first column. That's the address of 0x80. We can't say blindly it only as a first row. It is for first row, first position. Okay. So you have to cope up with these kinds of commands. These are very simple commands. Only this command. And guys, for writing the code for LCD, today I'm going to teach you one shortcut method. Okay, what shortcut method you should know? See here, while writing the command, while writing a program, programming steps, I always used to write in terms of module. Okay, programming steps. So first programming steps is LCD initialization. LCD initialization. So that's going to be my first module. Okay, LCD initialization. Then second module will be LCD command routine. Whether I want to send LCD a command or data, LCD command routine. This third routine or the third program, I have divided this entire lengthy code into 3 different sections. Then we do have LCD command and then LCD followed by data routine. Okay, LCD command routine, subroutine is called as subroutine or function. Subroutine, okay, and LCD initialization subroutine. So entire code, if you split the entire code in this fashion, then it will be very easy for you people, guys. And fourth one is, I don't give much priority to this, but fourth one is LCD delay. Okay, so we can have a LCD delay routine as well. But more important are the first, second and third. That is initialization, command and then data routine. For command routine, I told you whether the incoming data is command or data. This we have to differentiate. So for that, which pin will play a role, guys? Which pin will play a role for command routine? RS pin. Very good, Gauri. Very good, Reena. So what should be the status of these pins? This pin status must be equal to 0. And for the data routine, RS pin must be equal to 1. Okay? And for LCD initialization, you have to by heart this previous command. First, second, third, fourth and fifth. So you have to by heart these commands, guys. And then how to write down the LCD command routine, I will let you know about this. Okay? And LCD data routine as well. LCD command routine and data routine is as it is same. ये दोनों same है except the value of RS pin is 0 and here the value of RS pin is 1. Okay, so guys, shall we go for the code now? So let's focus on the code. Now guys, one important thing, everything I will provide in the form of notes on the same under same course, World of Microcontrollers, but I haven't done that yet. But if you want a more knowledge with respect to that, then how to scroll down onto the website or browse on the website, that I would like to tell you guys. Okay, so I am sharing my laptop screen. Please bear with us. I am sharing the laptop screen. Okay, I have started the screen sharing. It may take 5 seconds of lag. Okay, so I have started the screen sharing. Now guys, what you have to do, you have to go onto your browser. into the browser, you have to go onto the wikinote.org. Into the new tab, you have to go into the wikinote.org. If you want to have the notes of microcontrollers, guys, so you will find out the notes of microcontrollers 8051 and PIC microcontroller. You will find out it under, go onto the website Wikinote. Now I have enrolled for this course, so that's why it's showing in the top of the section. But what you need to do, you have to go into the course categories, then go into the Savitribai Phule Pune University. After that, go into the ENTC branch. After that, go into the third year and then focus, then select the subject microcontrollers. So under microcontrollers in unit 2, you will find out the LED interfacing, LCD interfacing, 7-segment display, etc. So today we'll focus on LCD interfacing, and in that LCD interfacing, guys, this is a free digital theory notes which is available onto the Wikinote portal. Here, okay, you will find out the LCD PNG diagram, .png diagram, image, I would say, then LCD pin description, then commands which are used. I have listed more than 15 plus commands, but we have selected only few commands which are necessary for the coding. Then you will find out the video protect simulation as well for the given code. Okay, so I do have the code with. Now my code is, you can see, draw and explain interfacing of 16 by 2 LCD with 8051 in 8-bit mode, and draw and also write an ALP to display word Sunweep. So I have to display this word, and for that I have written a code. So guys, let me copy the code first. You can also copy at your own, but my suggestion would be, please do type the code. Guys, I am running out of time because in 1.5 hours I have to cover the entire session. So that's why I am copying this. Sorry for that. Then after copying, make sure that go into the notepad, and I would like to copy this. So for the better visibility, I have copied this. I will explain you the entire code, guys. Don't worry about this. Even the comments of the given instructions are also given into this. Okay, let me know, guys, whether it's visible, completely visible. Okay, let me go with our session. So is it visible, guys? Is it visible? Rina, is the voice distorted? I don't think, Kunal. Am I completely audible, guys? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, no issues, no issues. So did you understand from where did I copy the code? So you can go into the microcontroller section. I will make sure that this entire theory node, digital theory nodes, I will bring it onto the world of microcontrollers course, so that there will be not hush and fuss for you people in order to look after the code. So under that particular chapter, you will get everything, video and then digital theory nodes, codes and all. Okay. So guys, I have copied the code into the, now I would like to go for the explanation of the code. Now guys, see, till this point, what you can see, there is entire repetition of the code. This entire code, I used to call this code as LCD initialization. Okay, let me copy entire code and let me see whether I can go with the journal or not. So that let me go with the journal, guys, so that I can have the entire code, and I can write into the code. If I want to write some comments into that, I will make sure that I will write down those commands as well. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. I'm expecting that you should get the entire code and its explanation. So that's why I'm bit I'm copying this code. Okay, so guys, there is an issue regarding the copying the code. During the screen interchange, there might be you might find a delay. Okay, now see here, concentrate here, guys. That first 38H command, where I am copying this 38 command into the accumulator register. This is assembly language programming, and there is no matter of writing into the small or capital letters. Then calling acall CMD. CMD is the name of the subroutine, command routine. I asked you at the very start that we have divided the entire code into the till this point. See, acall command, this entire code is called as initialization. This is initialization of LCD. Once we are done with the initialization of the LCD, then we have to go for command subroutine. So here you will find out the command subroutine, guys, command. So this entire blue highlighted part is command subroutine. Then followed by, we do have the display subroutine, that is data subroutine. Data subroutine. So this is third subroutine. And fourth one is delay subroutine. We have already generated delay yesterday with the help of registers in our case. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, now I would like to go with the code explanation. So first is LCD initialization. You know the meaning of 38H. I am copying or loading this immediate value into the accumulator. Then I am calling a function. Which function? ACall stands for absolute call, calling a function CMD. So here I am calling a function. So now I would like to go into the CMD function, and the value which is present into the accumulator, I am loading that into the port P1. And here you will find out the clear P2.0, then P2.1. I have written this. Okay, so now what is significance of this instruction? I would like to tell you guys. Okay, so first of all, let me have the interfacing diagram, and then I would like to go ahead. Okay, so let's draw the interfacing diagram first. So guys, concentrate here. I am going to draw the interfacing diagram. So in the interfacing diagram, what you can see now. So this is my 8051 microcontroller. Okay, 8051. And here you will find out the LCD. This is 16:2 LCD. Guys, right now at this moment, I can't able to see your comments. So I will get back to you people. Let me finish my topic first, minus VE and then VSS. Okay. Here you will find out the 3 pins which are connected in this fashion. So one is register select, one is read write, and third one is enable. Then we do have 8 data lines which are connected in this fashion. See, this is suppose D0 until D7. So now which port is used like this? So if you understand the flow, guys, then it would be very easy for you people. So it is interface to the port, I think I have used port P1, P1.0 to P1.7. Did you understand? P1.0, P1.1, then P1.2, then P1.3. Likewise, I can go ahead, guys. Okay, all 8 data lines are connected to the 8 data lines of this LCD. Okay. Okay, I haven't drawn the entire diagram, and here this RS pin of this LCD is connected to the P2.0 pin of 8051. Read write is connected to the P2.1 and enable is connected to P2.2 like this. Okay, so now who is sending data to the LCD? Guys, let me know who is sending. Not able to view the digital notes before the session ends? Show us again, sir. Okay, Shivallabh. Guys, did you saw the interfacing diagram? Kunal is asking P2.0 to P2.7. Now let me check code first. Kunal. Kunal, in the code I have used P1, port P1 for data, interfacing data pins. And P2.0 is for the control lines. Yeah, P1.0 to P1.7. Okay, so let me go back to the interfacing diagram. So guys, focus here. What I'm expecting you people to do, what I'm expecting. See, this 3 pins of 8051 microcontroller. These are interface to the. These 3 pins are called as control lines. These are interface to the control lines, and these 8 are called as data lines. Okay. So data lines of this LCD is interfaced via port P1's all 8 pins, है ना? Yeah, correct. So all 8 pins are used to interface this. Now, tell me guys, LCD is output device or input device? Let me know in the chat section. LCD is output device? Yeah, output device. So we are going to display something onto the LCD. Am I correct? We are here displaying some LCD. So LCD is acting as an output device. But from whom he is getting data? LCD is getting data from 8051 microcontroller. So first of all, as I said, tell me guys, now you are going to tell me first, we have divided our entire code into 3 subsections. What is the first section? Let me know first section. Reena, first section. Srivallabh, first section. Initialize, very good. Second section. Correct, Kunal, very good. Second section, command subroutine, yes. And third section will be data subroutine. Yes, that's it guys. So you should be logically correct. Program, you can program the microcontroller, but logic should be correct in your mind guys. Then sleep section. It's not sleep, yeah, in the South India it may be called as a sleep section, but we used to call it as a delay subroutine. Yeah, delay subroutine. Yeah, so let's focus here guys. Now let's go back to this our interfacing diagram. Clear about the interfacing diagram. Now just focus on the code. So into the entire code, I told you that the first part here, this entire part belongs to LCD initialization. Meaning of 38H, you know. Everywhere you can see, just look at the 2 instructions, these 2 instruction guys. Same instruction is repeated. Oh, here, see, move A comma has 38H, A call CMD. Move A comma, A call CMD. So same instruction, this entire code is very simple. It's repetitive, it's lengthy, but it's very A comma ATH, A call CMD, like this. Okay. So entire code, you know the meaning of 38H, you know meaning of hash 0FH, 0EH and 0FH is nothing but the same, huh guys? I have used 0EH at the start, same meaning, LCD on cursor blinking, 06H shift cursor right, then 01H clear display screen, and 80H force cursor on line 1 position, sorry, this is position 1, huh? row first, column 1. Yeah, 80H. Now what you have to display, what you are expected to display. So I'm expected to display Sunwit, but guys, make sure that while programming, make sure that you should have at least a very short part of the code to display, so that you can compile your code, you can see wherever I am finding any difficulty or not. But this later I'm going to display. Yeah, I'm going to display. So I'm calling a function display function. So guys, now we are done with the initialization. After initialization, you will find out CMD is the name of that subroutine followed by double dot, and here you will find out now what I did. So whatever data which we are passing into the accumulator, then from accumulator we are loading that into the port P1 through port P1 why this is happening. Yeah, now see here guys, check here that accumulator is receiving the data, and from where it is receiving data, suppose 38 is loaded in the accumulator, then I am calling a call CMD function, then my instruction pointer will check for the command label, and the command label is written over here. It will come here, it will load the value from accumulator into the port P1, then clear P2.0. That means yes, it's a command routine, so RS pin status should be 0. So I am sending low value to the clear P2.0. Why this is so? Because you can see P2.0 is connected to RS pin, and the data which I am sending first, that data is the command, not a data. Then read write pin, here I have written it as a 0, so clear P2, always we have to keep it as a 0 connected to the ground. And next, this is interesting, quite interesting, this 3 instruction. We have suppose the data which is present here onto the data lines, it acts as a gate. Here there is one simple gate, and we can't receive this data guys. Keep in mind, we can't receive data directly. Here there is an automatic gate, and this gate enable only after the enable pin. So what is role of this enable pin? So this enable pin is very important in this case, and what role it plays. So role of this enable pin is we have to generate a high to low pulse onto the enable pin. We have to generate a high to low pulse onto this enable pin, and that is in this fashion, high to low pulse. Okay, so make sure that we have to make enable pin equal to 1 for certain time interval in order to latch the data into the LCD, and then again EN made equal to 0 in order to latch the data. That's it. So that's the purpose, and same thing I have done over here. Set B P2.2. So port P2.2 we have connected enable pin. So I have made enable equal to 1. Then call some delay. It will remain on for certain time interval, and then clear P2.2 enable equal to 0. So this practice is ideally for latching the data inside the LCD. Okay. This is for latching the data inside the LCD, and then make sure that you have written RET instruction in order to return from that subroutine. Okay. Any problem in the explanation of this code? Above code, I have explained you. Can we say LCD also has some memory? Kunal is asking me. Yes, obviously, if it has internal registers, then it has its own memory, its own addresses. But we can't use it for the general data purpose. Did you understand the given part of the code? Everybody over there? Okay. So shall I go for the explanation of the next part of the code? So now I would like to go with the display, and what character I want to display? Suppose S. This S, its ASCII value will be loaded into the accumulator. So it will be loaded into the accumulator. You can write it in the small or capital words. Then call display function, a call display. So here a call display, you will find out the same routine, exact routine. Whatever which I have written over here, same exact routine is written over here guys, except one change. Can anybody tell me what is that change? Would you like to compare this? Can anybody tell me what is that change? Now see, both routines are in front of you guys. One is highlighted with the help of blue. Please check what is that. What is the change? Exactly same subroutine, entire code is same. Yes, correct Supriya, correct Pragati, Yash, Bhagwat, exactly correct. You are totally correct guys. That only the enable pin, not enable pin, the RS pin I have made equal to 1. So that is set B P2.0 RS equal to 1, and here it was clear P2.0. That's it. So here you can simply guys go with the same, copy the code, entire code as it is. Don't forget to write down the return as well. So copy the entire code as it is over here, and once you are done that, only change this P2.0 status as RS equal to 1, and here it was RS equal to 0 for the command. Okay, and the delay routine, it's very pretty simple. Yesterday I have explained you about this, but today as well I would like to explain this. Don't worry. Yesterday I have told you the trick regarding this, how to memorize this. Now guys, okay, move R2. Now see, look at the sequence R2, R3, R4. If you are going in this fashion R2, R3, R4, I am loading some value. Don't read the left side part. Don't read this label part right now. Just read the instruction from here onwards. Right hand side, move R2 10H, R3 20H, R4 30H. So I'm values into the registers. Then you have to go into the same order. If I have loaded the last value into the R4, then we have to decrement R4 first, then decrement R3, then decrement R2. So in this fashion you have to go, and the register which you have decremented first, the same routine, loop 1, that should be written in front of him only, the same instruction. L2 is written a bit one line earlier. L3 is written a bit one line earlier, previous to one line, like this, in this fashion, and then followed by return. That's it. So is it pretty simple? Delay routine, how to write down the delay routine? Now the question comes into the mind, or the examiner or the industry person, interviewer ask you why this delay is inserted in order to interface the LCD. Why you have inserted the delay? If not, what will happen? Then guys, your question, your answer must be that sir, 8051 microcontroller or any microcontroller works in megahertz frequency, megahertz. If it is transmitting the data, then data will get transmitted at that much baud rate, that much frequency, and LCD is a slow device as compared to the microcontroller, and he is not capable of receiving data at that much speed. So after every single instruction at the start, you can see you can provide some delay after the command subroutine, or you will find out that delay as well here as well. So if in the hardware part guys, keep in mind after sending each command, after calling each instruction, you can provide some delay into the instruction with the help of simple ACALL delay command. Okay, so that will be an ideal practice. So shall we go for compiling this code? So I would like to copy this, Control C. Shall I go for compiling this code guys? Because we have to do the Protiset simulation as well. Okay, so I would like to go with the compilation. Okay, then let's focus guys here. So software which I have to use, yesterday I told you about this, MID51 is the software. Okay, those who are getting an issue related with software, we will check that. So I will paste the code here. Code, make sure that maybe it's not visible. File, then go into the save as, and make sure that you have made a proper folder. So yesterday I have made 8051 LED. Today I would like to make 8051 LCD. New folder I am going to make. New folder I am going to create. So name of sorry. So I would like to rename that folder. So this is going to be 8051 underscore LCD. Please first see the procedure. Don't get panic. And here I would like to save my file lcd.asm. We are writing the code into the assembly language. So I'm done with the writing the code and I have saved the code. Then don't forget to build the code. So build the code, it will compile the code and it will convert it into .hex file. And if there is any error, it will show error. So there is no error right now. So hex file has been generated. Now I have to go into the Proteus 8. So let's open Proteus 8 Professional. Here I'm going to draw the interfacing circuit, and into that microcontroller I'm going to burn the code. So again I'm repeating the steps. Proteus 8, then file, new project. Make sure that you should create a new folder every time so that it will be helpful in navigating the codes. Okay, so 8051, our name was 8051 LCD. Here I will make one new folder and the name of folder is suppose simulation. So I'm making one folder whose name is simulation, and this is going to be my path for my project. So 8051 underscore LCD is the name of my file. You can give any proper name. Then do not create schematic. Select this, then click on next. Do not create a PCB layout, then click on next. No firmware project, then click on next. Then again finish. Okay, after that go into the ICs. So it will open the schematic capture, go into the components mode. After that P, here find out for the 8089C51RD2. So that's going to be my microcontroller. This is 8051 based microcontroller. Just simply select that and place it onto the schematic. I would like to zoom in this. With the help of this green rectangle, select this and you can reposition this. So now I have to take down the LCD, which is an important point. Go into the P and look for LCD. So keyword is LCD, and here I have to select the 16 by 2 LCD. I would like to select 16 by 2 alphanumeric LCD LM016L. Click on OK. Then LCD will also get selected, and here which port we have used, P1 I think, P1, and P2 port is used for the, yeah, I should have used P0 guys. Okay, no issues. So I would like to use this P1 port here. I would like to drag this bit here. Okay, in this fashion. So it's a P1 port where all 8 data lines are connected. So I would like to interface that to over here. So I would like to go for the interfacing first, but the interfacing as well. Shall I make some necessary arrangement? LCD D0 P0. Okay. Okay. So let me just try to interface. If it's not showing interfacing error, then it will be okay. It's easy for me. No issues. So once let me join the connection first, then I would zoom the connection. Okay. Then go for this in this fashion, D6, then D7. Yeah, so I have connected entire all 8 data lines which are connected via P1, and then control lines should be interfaced to P2.0. So control lines are interfaced via P2.0. So P2.0 is connected to RS. So I would like to bring them over here. Okay. Okay, P2.0, then P2.1. Ideally, don't try to go in this fashion, guys. This is bit lengthier. You can change, simply you can change the port as well. Then P2.1, and then P2.2 is connected to the enable. So like this. Rest of the connection not needed to connected. The reason is we are in the Proteus simulation, and in the simulation, guys, there is no need of providing VCC and crystal oscillator connection. I have told you this thing yesterday. Okay. So now let's go for the simulation. Till this part, can we use kill to write the program? Yes, Supriya, we can use kill as well. So does the semicolon marks command? We did not use semicolon yesterday. Yes, today we have used semicolon, and semicolon means the comment. Okay. So interfacing part, did you understand the interfacing part, guys? Or shall I zoom in the interfacing part? If done, then we can go ahead. Yeah. Okay, fine, great. So let's go ahead then. I have to burn the code. So double click onto the controller, then check for the program file, and into the program file I have to go into the 8051 lcd file that one should have to burn into the controller. Click on OK and done. I'm done with this. Just click on the run simulation. So guys, see, can you see the S is displaying over there? Can you see that S is displaying over there? Now, if suppose I have to make necessary changes, then I have to make those changes into the code so that the same will be displayed onto the LCD. Okay, great. Everybody, have you seen the output? Shall I go for making changes? Changes in the code? Okay, so I would like to display, suppose Wikinote I want to display. So what I have to do, I have to, first of all, guys, make sure that if you are not able to run the code, then into the Proteus 8 simulation, what you have to pause the simulation first. After pausing, click on pause the simulation first, then that click on stop the simulation. You will find out those icons over here. Done with the stop. Now go into the MID software, and here I would like to type down the code, entire code as it is. So I would like to copy this. So what I'm doing here, guys, second, third, then fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. I do have 8 character into the word Wikinote now. So W, then I would like to go with K, sorry, I, then I would like to go with K. Just rename the words, huh? I. The entire code is available on the website. As Sri Vallabh asked, I will share you that as well. O, then P, and then E. Okay. So, and make sure that you have saved the code. After saving, build the code. So no errors, its hex file has been generated. The same hex file, previous hex file, it will get overwritten by this hex file. I haven't changed the code, huh, guys. Sorry, comments I haven't changed. Now go into the LCD simulation and just double click. Same path will be there, but still overwritten file is there. So open, click on OK, and then just click on running. Yeah, can you see the word Wikinote, guys? Can you see the word Wikinote onto the screen? Amaya, Pragati. Okay. Did you like the code? Did you like the today's session? Can you do it at your home? Would you like to try this at home? Yeah, definitely. You can as well do, guys. Shrivalabh, today, if Proteus 8 is already installed, or if not, I will share that text document as well via mail. So in that you will get the link to download. Or shall I share that link over here? Okay, okay. I will mail it. Okay. Okay, so you can install the Proteus 8. If not, I will mail those documents, that entire text file. Yesterday, I told you that I have made one file, text document. Here it is, microcontrollers. So this is the link to download the software Proteus 8 with crack. So you can simply download this. Guys, I never ask anyone to download the crack version. Possible, do download the licensed version. Okay, so you may find different website, but I never ask anyone to download the crack version. Best way, you can have the licensed version as well. Okay, so license cost, Shrivalabh, I don't know about that because I have purchased that and I'm just renewing those. I purchased that when I was student, almost 14,000. Okay, Kunal. Then no issues. You are learning microcontrollers in rupees 100, and I'm asking you to purchase the software license copy for 14,000. But guys, we are the student, not needed to go for the license copy, because your projects are not that much important from the company point of view. Okay, so for the practice, best way, go for the crack. Go for the crack. Yeah. The project cost is less. Even the we are studying this in just rupees 99, rupees 100. Okay, how to operate this and all. And this is 14,000, means almost it's huge amount. Okay, guys, those who are right now attending the session, somebody asked me how to, we don't have access. Sri Vallabh, everybody is having their free open access to these entire subjects, every subject. Only for the live sessions and recorded sessions, you have to enable that, or you have to enroll to the course. So what you need to go, you need to do, guys, you have to search for wikinode.org. Into the Wikinode, you have to go into the course. Under course categories, you will find out these course and all into the Savitribai Phule Pune University. And then under that, you will find out ENTC branch, and under ENTC third year, you will find out the subject microcontrollers. So you can access this entire course, digital theory notes, you can copy this, everything, okay, from here. So here you will find out the list of units. Okay, will that be fine? Guys, one more request. Shivalabh, we are also running the everyone out there under Wikinode courses section, course categories, Wikinode courses section. You will find out the different subjects, such as even we are providing internship to the students. Then logical reasoning module we are going to start within a week. Even we are going to start the Python bootcamp, and that is going to start from the coming Friday, guys. And its price is just rupees 699. In the Python bootcamp, you will have two modules. The module 1 is related with Python for beginners, which has 8 chapters, and module 2 has Python for pro. In that you are going to study about creating a game, web scraping, then Django and Flask, object oriented concepts and all. So this entire Python bootcamp will be of 30 hours, and it will be taught by the industry expert, who is having almost 7 years plus of industry experience. who is working in the industry right now, and that too within just 699 rupees, guys. So those who are interested, do register for this Python bootcamp course. And you know, the guys, after the lockdown, the placement related activities are going to be means at the peak level, I would say. But you have to be updated, you have to be skillful in order to get a job. So this is a very great upcoming course which is coming from the next not next, but this coming Friday. It's going to, and it's of 30 hours. Here every key feature. Okay, you can join our Python course. I would like to send the link of that Python bootcamp course. We do have that Python bootcamp channel as well. So I would like to send its link, so you can join that channel, and if you are interested, you can go for the Python bootcamp as well. Okay. Okay, guys. I think most of you are already have registered. Sir, your background is ENTC, right? Yeah, Kunal. I am from ENTC. Please conduct a webinar on career opportunities for ENTC engineer. Yes, definitely. Definitely. So those who are interested, they can join the Python bootcamp uh, Telegram channel. Okay. And please let your friends know about us, guys. We are a non-profit initiative, and nobody teach this industrial things in just at the cost of 100. And if you look at the Python bootcamp, its price is almost 10,000 in the market, and we are teaching just at it's 699 rupees. So you can ask your friends as well to register to the. Yes, I will conduct the session on that as well, Ramesh. Don't worry. So guys, just check once about this. Don't forget to pause and then stop the simulation, and then exit from the application. Okay, save changes. Yes, yes. So done with this. Now shall we go with the PIC microcontroller introduction and the softwares which are used for the PIC microcontroller? Today we should study PIC microcontroller and its uh, interfacing. Yeah. Shall we go for the PIC, guys? Okay. Anybody having any question? Guys, we do have Sri Vallabh Sharma with us, and he is from Bangalore, South India, southern part of India, and he is also interested in our course, and that's why he enrolled. And now, Sri Vallabh, are you being benefited from the course? Do you think that yes, yeah, 100 rupees, yes, we have invested this 100 rupees, not we haven't invested this 100 rupees? Is that the same thing with everyone who is attending the session? We invest on other things. Okay. Okay. So let's focus on pick 18F, but to seek knowledge. Okay, great. So guys, today we are ready to. Yes, that should be your attitude, Sri Vallam. You should be always in the learning phase. One should be always into the learning phase. Yeah, great to know from you people are also loving Wikinote. Shivallabh, from where did you get to know about Wikinote, or you are already using the website Wikinote, or where did you come to know from YouTube or what? Because our subscribers are not only limited to India, they are from, we got it in WhatsApp group. Okay, great. Great. So I am requesting the students who are from the Pune University, Ramesh, Kunal, Shibiluddin, then Yash, Vishal, Gargi, Shraddha, Reena, Bhagwat, Anil Kumar, Mamta ma'am, then Mansi, Ame, Pragati, Niyati, Harshal, everyone out there. You are from Pune, guys. Please support us. Please support us. Please support Wikinote. This is a non-profit initiative. Please support us. Please spread the word Wikinote with your friends. Am I correct? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And let everyone be part of this non-profit initiative. We are going to provide the internships. Guys, are you interested for the internship? Even we do have Gauri ma'am with us, Gauri Pimparkar, and she is from the industry. Right now she is attending our sessions. Yes. So what will be the criteria for the internship and all? We'll let you know through the Telegram channel, Telegram notifications. Okay. So online internships will provide, and what will be its format and all will tell you that afterwards through Telegram notification. So guys, let's focus on this. Group. Yes. I'm not there in Telegram group. You should. Yeah. I would like to send the Telegram group link. So be part of that Telegram group link, and ask your friends as well to join that Telegram group. So this is the Telegram group link which I have sent. Now let's focus on PIC 18F. PIC stands for, guys, I have to go bit faster because today we have to go with the introduction as well as LED interfacing as well. So PIC stands for Peripheral Interface Controller. Peripheral interface. P stands for peripheral, then interface, and C stands for controller. So 18F is the series. 18F. F stands for here is the flash memory, which that microcontroller must have flash memory, and PIC stands for peripheral interface. That means a single microcontroller chip has number of small peripherals present into it. Okay, and these all peripherals do communicate with CPU. Okay, so this is suppose CPU, then part of RAM, part of ROM, then flash memory, then on-chip peripherals such as ADC, then MSSP, then we do have MSSP, under MSSP, SPI and I2C modules, like that. Entire simple PLL module you will find out, then timers you will find out, then communication USART modules you will find out. So these all modules, peripherals, are present on a single chip. So that's why it is called as a peripheral interface controller. So what is this microcontroller is all about, or this is a 8 controller, that means it can process 8-bit micro data at a time, and this is manufactured by the company whose name is Microchip. Microchip is the name of the company who is the manufacturer of this PIC 18F microcontroller. Previously its ancestors were PIC 16, then PIC 10F, PIC 12F. But nowadays in the market, PIC 18F is more popular, manufactured by Microchip, and Microchip has designed its own software in order to program these microcontrollers, and the name of software is MPLAB IDE. Okay, MPLAB IDE. So just let's have the introduction about the PIC 18F, and then we'll go with the software use, then programming language, which we have done yesterday. In the same fashion, we'll do this for the PIC 18F. So quick features of PIC 18F. First feature is the 8-bit microcontroller, which I have already told you. Then we do have, this is also a 40-pin IC, dual-in package IC. Then it has 5 ports. Okay, 5 ports. And it has 33 general purpose input output lines, or pins, I would say. 5 ports. Which are those 5 ports? Because we are interested in the programming, and in the poster as well I have told you that I'm going to teach you about GPIO programming, and rest of the feature I'm not going to highlight here. So 5 ports. Those 5 ports. So guys, we do have 5 ports, and the ports are designated in this fashion. Port A, yeah, very good, Pragati. Port B, then port C, port D, and port E. port A has 6 input output lines, port B, port C and port D, all 3 ports has 8 pins. Guys, while listening to the session, if you miss anything, don't worry, you are getting a recorded sessions as well. Port E has 3 pins. So in total, if you calculate this, 24 plus 6, 30 plus 33 input output lines. Guys, give me just 1 minute. Till then, just go through the features. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. I have to. Uh, have sir. Are we discussing pre-requirements? Sorry for the inconvenience again, guys. Uh, I have to attend one important call. So this is 33 input output lines and how to designate these pins, guys. See here, it is designated in this fashion. RA0, it is read in this fashion. Name of the pin is in this fashion. Port A has 6 pins and it is have the fashion. It is are in the fashion RA0 to RA5. Port B, 8 pins. These are in the fashion RB0 to RB7. For the rest of the pins, would you like to try? What will be its nomenclature, designation? How these are going to be designated? Would you like to try? I told you this over here. So would you like to try? Anyone? RC0 to RC7, very good. RC0 to RC7. Then for port D, RD0 to RD7, yes, very good. And for port E, RE0 to RE2, very good, guys. So this is going to be your designations for the pins. Okay. So now after this, we are going to list down the pre-requirements. Okay. So somebody asked me the question. Kunal asked me the question. So pre-requirements for the programming. What will be our pre-requirements? So now you are going to tell me, guys. So which microcontroller we are going to choose? Microcontroller. Tell me the name of microcontroller. We are going to use PIC18F4520. Okay, this series microcontroller. Yes, PIC18F best. Then second requirement. First, this is microcontroller. Second, the software used to program. Software which is used to program. We have to use MPLAB IDE. MPLAB IDE. Okay. So it is written in this fashion. So MPLAB IDE. I told you guys who is the manufacturer of PIC18. So Microchip is the manufacturer of this PIC18. Microchip. And here here what you will find out, MPLAB ID, here Microchip is the manufacturer, and MPLAB ID is the software which is provided by them. Okay, we can't use here Keel. Somebody asked in the start of the session, so that will be software which is used to program the MPLAB 8. Then we have to use one compiler as well along with the program, and that compiler is C18 is the name of compiler, C18. Okay guys, then programming language of program will be programming language. So this is going to be embedded C. Okay, embedded C. We are going to use C language, guys. What do you mean by embedded C? I will let you know that afterwards. Embedded C. Then if suppose we do have the hex file with us, in order to burn that hex file into the microcontroller, we have to depend on the on-chip debugger, and that name is PICkit3. Here I would like to write hardware programming or hardware burning the program. Then we have to on-chip debugger, that is PICkit3 is the name. If you want, we are not going to do this hardware programming PICkit3, or somebody also uses for the hardware programming. One more is there, that is pick name of that is pick burner, extreme burner. Its name is extreme burner. So that is also one of the software which is used to burn the code into the microcontroller. And we are going to perform the protoset simulation. Okay, so this is our requirement, guys. Pre-requirement. Now did you understand the pre-requirements? Pre-requirements. So shall I go for the MPLAB ID? Okay, MPLAB ID. In order to download the MPLAB ID, you can simply have the microchip.com website with you. You can get the MPLAB ID, the version which you have to take down. Here I would like to suggest MPLAB IDE, MPLAB IDE 8.89 version you have to install. Version, okay. So guys, I have written that into the chat section. You can simply search onto the Google and you can download that software. MPLAB IDE version is 8.89, and you can simply download it from www.microchip.com. So this is the official website of PIC microcontrollers manufacturer. Fine? Fine everyone over there, sitting over there? Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly have throw some light on the MPLAB IDE, and before that have the code. So now from where to get the code? Guys, code is very simple. Again, those who are new here, let me tell you what you have to do. You have to go into the wikinote.org. Wikinote.org. Again and again I am telling these things, guys. Don't forget to let your friends know about us. Please share Wikinote portal with your friends. So wikinote.org, into that you have to go into the Savitribai Phule University. In that you have to go into the ENTC. After that you have to go into the third year, and after third year you have to go into microcontrollers. In the microcontrollers, unit 4 is belong to PIC microcontroller and unit 5 belongs to its interfacing. So if you want any knowledge related with that, you can go ahead. So here you will find out the topic name, LED interfacing with PIC 18. So I have given the digital theory notes of LED interfacing over here. Okay, circuit diagram is also present here, and this is the embedded C code. So I'm just simply going to copy the code. I'm going to write down this code into the notepad so that it will be for the better visibility. I'm going to copy that. Okay, and here I'm going to explain the code, guys. Okay, so this is the embedded C code. Let's focus on the main part of the code. So here you will find out the main part of code. Okay, one second, guys. Sorry. I think I haven't started the screen sharing, so that's why. Let me start with the screen sharing. So done with the screen sharing. Sorry for the inconvenience. I totally forgot to. You have to go into the microcontrollers subject, and in the microcontrollers under unit 5, you will find out the LED interfacing with PIC18. And from here, I have just copied the code, and this entire code I have copied into the notepad. Okay, and here I am going to explain you about the code. So guys, it's pretty simple. You can see at the start I told you about there are 5 ports with us. Now individual port bit can be accessed. Individual port pin can be accessed over here. So port D bits dot, can you see here in the void main routine at the start I have written the instruction trials D bits dot RD0 equal to 0x00, and its meaning is written over here. I will explain that part. RD0 pin direction as an output by writing 0. Okay, and then sending high value to RD0 pin, port D bits dot RD0 equal to high value, and then port D bits dot RD0 0x00. Okay, so here if I have connected the LED to the RD0, then it will be turned on. Here it will be turned off. So this is the simplest working of all, guys. And how to go for the interfacing. Now let's take you through the interfacing diagram. So let me know, is it visible, guys? Is it visible? Supriya? Rina? Yeah, okay, fine. So let me go through the interfacing first. So guys, keep in mind, suppose this is going to be my PIC18 microcontroller. So this is going to be my PIC18 microcontroller, and here I'm going to use a LED, and this LED I'm going to interface to one of the pin, and that pin is suppose RD0 pin. Okay, and this is my PIC18 microcontroller. So this is a light emitting diode, and it will be turned on when I'm sending a high value to this pin, RD0 pin. But guys, keep in mind, every port pin of PIC microcontroller, we have to give some direction. Okay, so if the data is coming outside the microcontroller, then direction of the pin should be output. If the data is coming towards the microcontroller, the direction of that pin should be configured as input. So how to configure the port pin as an output pin? So that is simply done with the help of writing high value or low value to that pin. So suppose I am writing port D bits dot RD0. So this is the syntax. In this we have to write is equal to 0. So its meaning is the direction, sorry, not port D, it's trias D. Okay, port, instead of port D you have to use tris D bits dot RD0 equal to 0. Its meaning is the said pin has been configured in the output direction. Okay, if supposing trias D bits dot RD0 equal to 1, that means the said pin has been configured into the input direction, and it is allowed to receive the data through input mode. That's it. Okay, now guys, if I want to send some data to this pin, now I have first role of this trias is only to set the direction of the pin as an output or as an input. Now in order to send the data, suppose I want to send high data to this pin RD0, then I have to use the instruction simple port D bits dot RD0 equal to 1. And if I want to send a low data, then my instruction would be port D bits dot RD0 equal to 0. And same I have used over there, guys. Can you see in the code? Let me take you through the notepad. In the notepad, what I have given, see here you can simply write 0x1, then this is high value and this is 0 value. Okay, so this instruction is very important, and it is written into the while loop. So while loop means it will go on continuously for infinite time. And at the start you will find out the pin direction is set as an output pin by writing 0 into that pin. That's it. So this is the simplest code of all, and here delay routine is generated with the help of for loop. So here you will find out the unsigned int I. So this is the variable I having data type unsigned integer, written as for loop into the for loop I equal to 0, I less than 10,000, I plus plus, and then semicolon. So it will remain into the somebody may ask me that sir, semicolon is not part of for loop, can we give semicolon? My answer is yes guys. Once after execution it will again go on executing till until and unless the entire code becomes this value becomes 10,000. So this is pretty simple. At the start, keep in mind, don't forget to add hash include p18f4520.h header file. And here you will find out some configuration settings. These settings are from the configuration register and the scene setting you have to use. Now you will ask, sir, what are these settings? So guys, these settings are related with oscillator, then power reset timer, watchdog timer, then on-chip debugging, low voltage programming, etc., etc. Okay, so that will be fine for you people. Don't worry about this. Okay, so right now don't focus on this because this is a bit complicated and deep part. So let's focus on the programming, and the programming is very important. So in order to program any register, I told you that we do have to focus on TRIAS register and port D register. So as earlier stated, we do have 5 ports with us, and each port has 3 registers associated with them. Okay, guys, shall we continue with the simulation, or shall we go for the simulation tomorrow because it's already 5:30? Shall I go for the simulation tomorrow so that you will be ready with the MPLAB ID as well? Will that be fine? Okay, not getting any reply. Tomorrow, sir, we will study a bit about PIC. Okay, Kunal. So I would like to share the link as well. Microcontroller, PIC microcontroller. Those who want to study about the PIC microcontroller, I would like to share the link. The entire microcontroller section you can access through the given link. See, first 2 sessions, I was expecting first 2 sessions. I was expecting first 2 sessions bit lengthier sessions because I have to tell you about LED and LCD. Tomorrow I can cover LED as well as LCD interfacing because I don't have to go with the basics of LCD. LCD basics we have already done today. So this link provide you the information related with microcontrollers, entire microcontrollers, but in the bits and pieces. I will make sure that entire course notes will be ready soon. Please share on mail. What I should share on mail, ma'am? I have already done that video, recorded video is already shared. Okay. So guys, I'm not going to extend the session. No, I don't share any PPTs, ma'am. Entire video is shared with you through the YouTube mail. Please check your mail. Entire video, 1 hour 30 minutes video has been shared via mail. Its link is shared via mail to you people. Please go and check your mail inbox. You must have received an email from YouTube. So that's a video link of yesterday's session. Today's session video link will be also shared via same channel through email. Okay, so guys, bye bye. We will continue tomorrow about the PIC microcontroller LED interfacing. Today we have just covered the LED interfacing code. Tomorrow we'll have its simulation. Not received. Okay, can we have a mobile phone call, ma'am? I will rectify your doubt over there. Okay, Gauri, Harshal, did you like today's session as well? Did you like the PIC 18F microcontrollers introduction? Pragati, Amey, Sri Vallabh, Mansi, Shraddha, Archana ma'am, Anil Kumar. Yeah, everyone out there. Yes, I have some. Yeah. My schedule is totally packed, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Otherwise, I would have extended the today's session. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we'll continue with the PIC 18F. Just go through my videos. Thank you, Gauri ma'am. Just go through the videos as well. You will find out the YouTube video as well on my course microcontroller. So just go through the video. You can repeat your things. Yeah. Okay, fine. So bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, definitely you are going to be benefited after the course, but I want, guys, this knowledge should be shared with maximum number of students. So that's my aim. So please do recommend Wikinode's World of Microcontroller course with your friends. If you are faculty, don't forget to share this with students, and nobody will teach you these things in just ₹99. Yeah, thank you for the session, patience listening. Thank you for your love, and please do follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We do have the Facebook page, Instagram, and you can search there us by the name The Wikinode. Thank you. Bye bye.